Tonight's DJNTV show is sponsored in part by Electro Voice, DJ Event Planner, ADJ, NLFX Professional, Promo Only, Numark, and DJNTV Insiders.
Hello and welcome to Stepping Up Your Game with Rob Ferre. I'm your host, Rob Ferre. Thanks for joining us this week. This week we're going to be talking a little bit about sales. Now, when I got into the DJ business, I didn't get into it to do sales. I'm an entertainer. I like to be in front of people. I don't like doing the emails, the follow-up, the phone calls, the consultations. It's not really my thing. I really more enjoy the performances and being with the people. So how do we get to that point? How do we convert that sale into a show? Well, I often get inquiries via Wedding Wire, The Knot, Yelp, even Facebook. And sometimes those inquiries don't really go anywhere. You've gotten them, haven't you? Somebody contacts you via Messenger and they just say, hey, I would like a price. Well, let me tell you about this story about Melissa, who contacted me on The Knot. And she gave me the details of her entire day of her wedding, and all she said was, thanks. She told me where the venue was, the time, and all that. But there was really no conversation started. So when it comes to sales, I've learned from my mentors in the sales industry, Alan Berg and Mitch Taylor. These two guys have taught me everything that I use in my own business. So all she said was thanks. I had to turn that into a conversation. So Alan Berg taught me, when you go into this conversation, always end it with a question mark. So end it with a question. So I said, thanks, Melissa, for contacting me. We have your date available. How did you hear about us? Obviously, The Knot. But that's a question mark. And then I would go on to ask her, are you doing a ceremony? Question mark. That leaves the conversation going, knowing that she needs to answer with a reply. And so I kept asking her different questions. What time do you want to start the ceremony? Is there going to be a reception? How many guests do you expect to invite? Where are you planning your wedding? And I always want to ask these different questions because it leads to a bigger conversation. Eventually, I booked the event with Melissa without even having a phone call with her. There have been other times where I just tried to book the consultation. That's one of my main goals also, is to book the consultation. So ask a question. Would you like to learn more? And this is something I learned from Mitch Taylor. Sometimes they just want a price. And if you don't give them that price, they may not answer. So I have given them a price, but I often like to give them a range. Yeah, we do weddings for your time frame between $12,000 and $2,500. 12,000, that's a lot. 1,200 and 2,500. So you give them a range, and so that they know where they could fit in that range. But when you ask them the question, would you like to learn more what you get for your money, leads to the consultation. And if you can get them to the consultation, that's always a winning bet that I will take, because that is the time where I can sell myself, sell my personality and my services. And oftentimes, that's the time where I'm booking them. So when it comes to consultations, I like to do a virtual consultation because a lot of my brides and grooms and couples, they are booking from out of state. So if you can book a virtual consultation, that's even better. But an in-person consultation is great. A phone call will suffice. But these are things that we can do to help further the conversation. So when you get those inquiries via Messenger on Yelp, Wedding Wire, Facebook, whatever, keep the conversation going. Always end it with a question mark and ask that correct question. Would you like to learn more what you can do for your money? This has been Rob Ferre with Stepping Up Your Game. See you next week.